Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video I am going to show you how to create hostel management system project in C#. So I'll select Windows format.NET Framework C# and click on next, and I'll give a project name hostel management. Create. So first I am going to do the admin login part. I am going to design the login. So I am going to create login with SQL database. You can change the back color. Can take panel, change back color, I can take label, so first one is username. Now I will take text box. Can copy the label. Second one is password. I can change the text box of username to txt username, and this one txt password. I can select the text box of password and use system password to true, and I can name this btn login. I can select the form and then start position, look for start position, send screen. Now I can save all and start. Okay, so far so good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a database in SQL Server. I will give the name Hostel DB. Okay. Now we have the database Hostel DB, but we don't have tables. So I am going to create table. So this will be the table for login. So first I will use ID, then username, then password. ID is integer, username and password I will keep enter. I can right click the ID, set primary key, and select the is identity to yes. Can save the table as login tab. Okay. Now I will copy the server name of SQL Server and right click on data connection, then add connection. I will select Microsoft SQL Server, continue, and paste the server name and the database name Hostel DB. Okay. So as you can see now we have the table, login tab, ID, username, password. Now I will do the coding. So I am going to just double click on the button and just type here using system.data.sql client. Here SQL connection. I will type the code for getting the SQL Server connection. SQL connection con equals to new SQL connection, data source equals to, just select this and you can see data source, just copy this. Then con dot open, then SQL command. I name this CMD, just a new SQL command. Before that I will just type here string, then username equals to txt username dot text. Copy this, so here will be password and here txt password. And here I will type select username then password from the table name login tab, table name login tab, then where username equals to plus txt username dot text plus and password plus txt password dot text now let me just check. Okay, now SQL data adapter, I will name it DA equals to new SQL data CMD, then data table DT equals to new DA dot fill dt, then if dt dot rows dot count greater than 0. First I will test with a message box. We will log in success. Else here invalid username or password. Finally I will close the connection. Now I will go to SQL and right click on the table, then edit top 200 rows. I will give the username as admin, password SA123. Save all. Now I can see the username and password. So I can see the username admin and password is SA123. We are going to log in with username and password. So first I will provide wrong username and password. If I click on login, I can see invalid username or password. Okay. Now let me try with correct username and password, which is admin and password is SA123. So I can see login success. Okay. Now I will create the main form. I I'll name this main. Add. So I'll first add the background image. You can see background image, just select that, then import. So I'll select this, open, OK. Then I will select the background image layout. Image layout, then stretch. Then I will select the font and window state to maximized. Now I will go to the toolbox and search menu strip. So first one is we have booking. Then second one we have guest. Then we have room. Then we have staff. And finally the last one is payment. So I will select the menu strip and increase the size to 14. Okay. Now let me take a panel. Select the dock. Change the back color. Take a label. Change the full color to white, and I can name this Hostel Management System. Can go to form 1, which is the login, and instead of message box I can type here main, which is the main form name. I can give this email equals to new main, then mn.show. Now after login it will show me the main system. I can access to main system. So I can save all and start. So the username is admin and password is SA123. So I can see the menu strip, booking, guest room, staff, and the hostel management system, and I can see the background image. So now I will right click on the project, then add new item, select Windows form. First one we have booking. Add, can change the back color. Can take a panel. can change the back color. Now I'll take label, change the fore color to white. Let me increase the font. So this one will be hostel booking. Now I will take label. So this one I can give booking ID. Next one I can give guest name. Okay. I'll remove the booking ID, just guest name. Then we have email, room type, then guest, arrival, then this one will be departure. So for arrival we need date, so I am going to remove the text box and I will type here date time picker. So we can see the first one is date time picker 1, then 2. I'm going to quickly change the format to custom. Then I will go to the events and double click on value change and type here dateandpicker1 dot custom format equals to, type the format, then I will go to design again and then double click on the key down, type dateandpicker1 dot if key dot key code keys dot back, same thing for the departure. Format custom, here will be 2. So we can see for dateandpicker2 value changed, we have to mention the dateandpicker2 dot custom format and the date format. Then for key down, this is the code for key down, and we have to just mention here dateandpicker.2. The date thing is done. Now I will take a button. And I can name this btn submit. Now I will go to SQL and create table for booking. So now here I can give booking ID. Then we have guest name, then room type, then guest, then we have arrival, departure, booking ID, guest name, we have email here, guest name, then email, room type, guest, arrival, departure. So booking ID is integer. You can set this to primary key. Guest name I will give worker, email worker, room type I can give worker, guest worker, arrival will be date time, and departure is date time. You can select the ID, then his identity to yes. Can save table. You can give this name book tab. Okay. Now if I go to Visual Studio and refresh the table, now I should be able to see the table, which is book tab, and I can see the book tab, and inside I have ID, guest name, email, room type, guest, arrival, departure. So we are done with table. Now I will do the coding. Before that I will select the form, then start position center screen. Okay. Now double click on the button. At the top we should write here using system.data.sql client. So we need the connection, so I will go to forward.cs. I will copy. Then go to booking.cs and paste in submit. So now I have the connection, and I can see the hostel DB, which is the database name. So now I will type here SQL command. You can give anything you want name. I will give CMD or CNN, whatever you like. Here I will type insert into the table name, which is book tab, then values. Now we are going to insert the values. So first I will type guest name, add guest name, add email, add room type, add guest, add arrival, add departure. Here will be departure. If I make any spelling mistake, please forgive me. Okay. Now cmd dot parameters dot add with value, guest name. So it is worker, so I will just use text box 1 dot text. I will just copy and paste here. So second one we have email, then we have room type, then we have guest, then arrival, then departure. Guest name, email, room type, guest, arrival, departure. So now if you go to your design, so we can see that guest name is textbox 1, email is 2, 3 and 4. So maintain serial. You already know this. And for arrival we have used date time picker. So the first one is date time picker 1 dot will be value. Same thing for departure, date time picker 2, then dot value. Now cmd dot execute non-query. Then I am going to close the connection. After closing the connection, I will display a message box, show booking successful. Here I can give a message success, then message box buttons dot OK, then message box icon dot information. I can save all, then go to the main design. Can double click on the booking. Then here I will type booking. I can name this. Just give a name, anything you want. You can give this BK equals to new booking. BK dot show. So let's start and let's see. So we cannot access to the main system because we have login. So we have to log in first. So username is admin, password is SA123. Now we can access to the main system. Now I can see booking, guest, room, stuff. So we have done the booking. We have designed and created the booking. And if I click on booking, so I can see the hostel booking. So guest name, let's give a guest name. Let's give Arun Roy. Email ar455@yahoo.com. Room type, let's give first single. Guess 1. Arrival, let's give the today's date 11, and then departure, let's give 14. This is 11. This is 14. Let's click on submit. Booking successful, and we can see the message booking successful. Okay. Now I can close. I can select the book tab, then show table data. So I can see the booking record. Guest name Arun Roy, email ar55@yahoo.com, room type single, guest 1, arrival 11 February, departure 14 February. And I can also go to SQL and refresh the table. You can see book tab, right click, then select top 1000 rows. Here I can see the booking record. So the booking part is done. So now we will do the guest. Okay, let's try another booking. Let's give a name. You can give anything you want. Room type, let's give this one double, and the guest is the number of guests. Let's give 2. Arrival, give 12, then 15. If I click on submit, you can see booking successful. Okay. And if I refresh, I can see the second record, which is booking ID 2, guest name James Roy, email, room type, guest, arrival, departure. So booking is done. Now we will do the guest part. Can take a room box, can give this a group box name, guest information. Let me take a picture box. Add a picture, background image, import, This one I will type here add. The third one is I will type delete. Can change the name of the buttons to btn save, this one to btn add, and this one to btn delete. Btn save, btn add, then btn delete. Now we need a data grid view. Select the data grid view and then auto size column mode to fill, and select the form to start position to center screen. Now I will create a table. You can create table from here. So first we have guest ID, then we have guest name, and phone, address. So guest ID I'll give integer, then guest name worker, I'll give the table name guest tab. Update database. And you can see update completed successfully. Can save all, refresh the table. So I can see we have the guest tab table, case ID, name, phone, address. Now we will do the coding. I will double click on the button. I will copy this, then go to guest.cs and paste here. Now we need the connection, so I will go to booking.cs. This is the connection. Copy, then go to guest.cs and paste here. Then SQL command. So we need to copy the SQL command also. Copy the SQL command. Okay, here can remove this. Insert it to guest tab. Just make sure to provide the correct table name. So we have the table name for guest is a guest tab, so we have to mention here, and make sure no spelling is mistake. If you don't mention the table name, you will see an error. So mention the table name. Then values, we have guest ID, guest name, phone, then address. cmd dot parameters dot add with value. So we have guest id. Here I will type integer dot parse. This will convert to string. Then text box one dot text, then provide a semicolon. Then cmd dot parameters dot add with value. Then we have guest name. For this I will just type the text box 2 dot text. Second one we have phone, then address. Here will be 3, here 4. Then cmd dot execute non-query, then con dot close. I will copy the message code and paste here. So here can type here record saved successfully. Now go to your design, then double click on the add button. Here also I will copy this part, copy and paste. Here I will type select all from table name, which is guest tab, then comma con connection. Here SQL data adapter, you can name this anything. I will give DA equals to new after CMD, then data table DT equals to new data table, then DA dot field, then data source data grid view 1 dot data source equals to DT. If you go to your design, you can see that select the data grid view. You can see data grid view 1 dot source. Okay. Now for the delete, I will just copy this. I want to delete using ID, so I will just remove the guest name, phone and address. Here just type delete, then guest tab table name where guest ID equals to add guest ID, where guest ID equals to add guest ID. Here I can record deleted successfully. Now I can go to the main design, double click on the guest, and type here guest and name this gt equals to new guest gt dot show. Now let's start. So if I click on the booking, I can see this is the hostel booking. We have done this. I can keep all the booking record. Now for guest, if I click on guest, you can see this is the guest form. Okay, one thing we can do is go to guest.cs. I will copy the add code. Then go to guest design and double click on the form. This will take me to the guest load. I'll just paste here. Then I will save all and start. So let's give guest ID 1. Guest name, in name we have first I think Arun Roy, right? Okay. Phone plus 1234. Let's give this address number, and if I click on save, I can see record saved successfully. Okay. Then add. I can see the record are added in the data grid view. Guest ID 1, guest name Arun Roy, phone, address. Let's add more. Now if I close the form and click on guest, I can see the record are saved in the data grid view. So now I can delete using ID. So I can type here the ID I want to delete 3. So 3. Then if I click on delete, you can see record deleted successfully. Okay. Now I can see no record. So the guest part is done. So we can see, we can keep all the guest information record, and we can contact them using phone, and we can also see their address. So now we will do the room. I'll click on the project, then add new item. I'll select the form. Here I'll type room. Add. To save time, I can go to the guest design and copy everything. Copy the panel and paste here. Instead of guest, now I can write here room. Then I can go to again guest design and copy the group box, paste here. instead of now guest information, I can type here room information. Room ID, then we have room number, then we have room type, can remove this, I don't need this. Now I need a picture box, so I'll go to the design and select the picture box and copy and paste here. And I will add a background image. I'll give the table name room tab. So we have room ID, room number, and we have room type. Room ID, room number, room type. So room ID is integer, room number I can give worker, room type I can give worker. Update database. Refresh, you can see the room tab, and we have room ID, room number, room type. Now for coding, we don't need to type again, we can just copy and paste. For room, I'll go to guest.cs and then copy the SQL client and paste in room.cs. I'll copy the save code and paste for save. So we need to change all this. So we have room ID, room number, room type. So insert into here room tab, table for room is room tab, insert room tab values, then room ID, then room number, then we have room type. Room ID, room number, room type, and here we have to mention the room ID, room number, here room type. So we don't have address, so I will just remove this. And 1 2 3 text box. If you go to design, room ID text box is text box 1, 2, 3. So maintain serial. Then go to guest.cs, copy the add code, and then go to room.cs, room design, sorry, then double click on the add button, then just paste here. Now we just need to change the table name, which is here we have to mention room tab. That's it. For delete, I will just copy this. Go to room design and double click on the delete button and paste here. Here will be record deleted successfully, and here delete room tab where room ID equals to add room ID, where room ID equals to room ID, and where we are going to delete using room ID. So I don't need book number and room number and room type. Copy the add code and go to room design, double click on the form and paste here. Then go to your main design. You can go from here. Then double click on the room. Then type here room, which is the form name. You can give this RM equals to new room RM dot show. Can save all and start. The last thing we need was guest, so we can see all the guest information. Now if I click on room, you can see the background image, then room information, room ID, room number, room type. Okay, so room ID I will give 1, room number let's give, you can give anything you want, 201. Room type we have single, record save successfully, okay, add. So room ID 1, room number 201, room type single. Let's add more. This is double, record save successfully, okay, add. Then triple, sorry, 203, and room type triple. Save, okay, add. So now we can see we have the room types. So in our hostel we have, these are the room types, single, double, triple, and this is the room number. We can give any number we want. So in this way we can keep all the room record information. And I can just close and select room again. I can delete